want every side to come together to attempt to take down the 100 side.
Man, they gotta
We want
understand,
all the
right?
smoke.
We go off the content.
Three, two, one. Hey there, welcome back to the channel where we keep it real. No capping. I'm your host, bringing you nothing but straight fire and authenticity. Today, we're diving into 12 rooms that I got to promote. The 100 ENT showroom, hosted by Big Wack100. The Beehive room. Love and R&B room, hosted by the queen of the 100 side, R&B. No room for the weak. No mercy room. Spin the block room. 100 ENT Jailbreak Squad room. 100 ENT South room. Petty Betty and Toxic Tanya room. Dangerous Minds room, hosted by Beast. Good Burger, hosted by Pitbull. Sleepless in LA, and many more. If you want to get closer or you want to be a part of the show, go to Clubhouse, follow one of these rooms, or you look for a room titled with Wack100. These particular videos all made possible by the one and only Wack100. Get ready to vibe with me as we explore the hardest topics that need some real recognition in the streets. Let's jump right into it and show some love to this channel by hitting the like and or subscribe button. So, without further ado, hold it down. One mic on Wack.
Let her know that he's telling me to take it down, saying that, you know, threatening me. And I said, listen, if you or your father told me to take it down, I would. But him, who the f he? She said, yeah, I would appreciate if you did. She didn't threaten me, which I would have been threatening if it was my father. But she was so nice about it. I'm not going to say no to her. And then Gumby was like, nah, you should have kept it up. But I said, I had to take it down. It's the right thing to do. He said, but his daughter's a snitch anyway. But
his daughter's a snitch anyway. Yo, damn, how you popping her shit, yo. Damn, he's a.
What
but I
damn
don't
homie
think she
say?
is.
Who daughter's a snitch?
Someone said that Hoover Lawn's daughter was a snitch, but I don't think she is because she has more power than Hawk when she goes there. Hawk can't even come there before this.
Oh.
So she can't be a snitch.
Well, who told you that? Hawk told you that?
Yeah.
So he told you all this shit about this man?
And never met him. And
wait, so it's a full interview?
Yeah.
So I know that shit on the internet somewhere.
It's on my YouTube.
Hold on, man.
Hey, yo, homie, after you heard all this shit and you didn't even know what you was doing at the same time, how'd you feel after you heard all this shit? Like you were like just sitting here and just getting the content, huh?
No, I felt weird. I went to my father's house right after and I told him, like, this man just said so much shit about his own people. I couldn't even believe it. Like, so I was just confused. I'm not going to lie. Because I'm still learning as I go. I don't know what I'm doing yet.
God, hey, check this out, damn homie. You on the 100 side of Clubhouse. Don't bring your ass in here with that crazy manipulation.
That's why I asked her the question. Why?
Yo, you know, I just got her name because I always wonder why the fuck she called herself damn homie, right? Now it's kind of like, damn homie.
Yeah.
Oh, damn homie.
Well, she is savage. I ain't gonna lie. We gotta bring her in to expose her shit. Like she
awkward on me with that. You listen, damn homie will tell you. I always be watching what she doing. You know what I'm saying? Cause she know she was fucking with the homies when she came into it. So she know what's going on. The homie been in the pen 36 years. The other homie Wack did about 22, 23. So she know what's going on. What it is these dudes, they look at her and they like, she don't know what's going on.
Niggas don't know how to be professional.
Yeah, she don't know what's going on, and then they don't know that they talking to somebody that know what is going on.
Wack, it's like you talking to somebody that's tapped in, and you're like, okay, she's playing stupid with them, and like, oh, I don't know what's going on, but at the same time, she really know what's going on.
Yeah, she just sits there, she look at you, and say a few words to keep the convo going, but nigga, that's on you. Like, man, damn homie got shit with damn near 500,000 views on it with all kind of on here on her page. You know, damn homie didn't worked on No Jumper. She didn't interviewed all kinds. This is one you put up 16 hours ago. Or is that the one Is that the one I got on my DM already?
No, I just texted you the full interview off my YouTube, but the clip I sent to you, and then the rest of the clips are just on my YouTube main page, where the videos are.
Hold on, let me see. So this is the one you just sent me.
Yeah, that's the full interview.
58 minutes. All right. Hold on. Yeah, he looked like he was on there smiling and everything.
Oh, gee, the nigga was on there putting his hands together, doing the Birdman hand rub. He over there trying to look all cool for the shit.
Hold on.
That nigga.
Let's see what's going on, bro. Hold on.
I'm from out the Hovers.
You from? Introduce yourself to my channel.
My name Hawk God Bands, man. I'm from South Central LA. I'm from out the Hovers.
So growing up, what was it like growing up there?
I mean, man, it was like you're everywhere else. You feel me? That people grow up at. It was hard. You feel me? You know, it was like every other week. It was meetings. Niggas had to meet up. You know, a whole lot of DPs. If you couldn't live in the set and not interact with the homies. You couldn't live over there and not be involved with what was going on over there. You feel me? It was just like, it was hard. It's way different from what it is now.
What do you think changed? Is it the social media aspect?
Man, what I think has changed, I just think that, you know, it's like over there, they being led by a bunch of bozos. You feel me? It's a bunch of people that's misguiding these youth, misguiding the young homies out here. You feel me? Even the young homegirls, like, you know, if you around my age, if you're in my bracket, we know what this shit is now. You feel me? We know, like, the streets don't really get you nowhere. We know the gang life don't get you nowhere for sure. The culture just in itself is draining. You know what I mean? Like, the things we put our people through and stuff like that. So, you know, like, for me and my people, I know, you know, throughout our culture, we hit a shift once we get a certain age to where it's like, man, we want to see something different. We want to reach for different things. You feel me? So it's like, you know, the people that's in the way right now and that's out there, they not giving these kids nothing really to go off on. You know what I mean? It's the same cycle. So it's like, man, what we didn't know then, we know now. You feel me? We know where it gets you. We know where it got a lot of the people that we love, a lot of the people that we miss. You feel me? And that's what I think is wrong right now. You feel me? If you older and you got some direction to take these young boys and these young girls, take them in that direction positively though. You know what I mean? Like, don't just be out here just have them thinking that the street is everything. The homies is everything. The set is everything. Like, that's bogus. You know what I mean? And out there, it's a whole lot of people out there that don't care about these little boys and girls' future in the next 10, 15 years.
So what would your advice be to the youth? To stay out of the streets, just stay out of gangs altogether?
Yeah, stay out, man. Stay out of the streets, stay out of the gangs. You know what I mean? Like, you know, what you interpret a gang and what a child may interpret a gang, you feel me? You got to be clear on what their understanding on what a gang is. You know what I mean? That's a group of two or more people that's outside doing no good. You know what I mean? So, you know, just growing up, you got to give yourself something different to reach for. You know what I mean? And you got to be careful with the people that you surround yourself with. You know what I mean? Try to change the narrative from where you came from, because the future is the way that the kids is going in, but not the street way. That ain't it.
True. So recently you've been going viral. What started the YouTube journey?
Oh man, I've been rapping since I was like 5 years old. You feel me? But most recently, what really spiraled it all out of control was me, King Pill, and G Uno. We went over there to my hood You know, at the top of my hood, like in the 50s, we went down there. We got some footage over there. You know, we shot some good clips over there, did a whole diss track. Went down there on 43rd and Fig. And we like, it's a little Tams, it's a little fast food restaurant they got down there. They just shot a vlog up there. I want to say earlier this year or last year. We went over there, and it was really just like, you know, trolling. You know, in the light of where Fo Extra was going with, you know, with his career, where King Peel wanted to go with his career. You know what I mean? Just to like, you know, further that movement right there, and you know, stirred up a whole lot of mess over there, but it was positive for me, and you know, I feel like the job was done on my behalf.
Yeah, so that stirred up a lot of controversy. Somebody said that who's the person that said you had to put off?
Who first said, Trig, man, Trigger Bird said that.
Okay.
But yeah, he has said
Does he have the authority to say that? Or what does it take to get a put off?
Man, you gotta be a nigga. You can't just be a nigga from the set that just running your mouth. Like, bro, your status, your credentials gotta hold some weight. You can't just be sitting on the prison yard for 15 years on the yard with 1,000 men with a tongue ring in your mouth. Staying out the way. That don't get you nowhere. What did that get you? A nigga that just did your time on your back? Like, bro, you're not that nigga. It's, you know how, this how I put it. In any house, anywhere you trying to get to the top, you either you're gonna escalate to the top, elevate to the top, or take the stairway to the top, right? Trig has never took none of those measures to get to the top of none of this gangbanging shit whatsoever. You feel me? It's levels to this shit.
What does it take to get to the top? Is it just doing good for your community? Is it catching a bunch of hats? Like, what exactly does it take?
Man, I mean, for real, you just got to get your name right. Like, you can't be a nigga that these niggas gonna play with. You feel me? Period. Like, man, the internet got a lot of these dudes fooled. They got a lot of them feeling protected, but I'm a nigga that really get outside on you. You feel me? I'm not playing with nothing out here. Because I done seen too many deaths in my life. You feel me? I done seen too many people be victimized, but where I'm coming from, my circle of people, we weren't ever the victims. We weren't ever, I don't know what that looks like, so I'm not finna stand for a person like Trig running his mouth about a nigga like me with my status and structure out here in the street. You feel me? Like, so, I mean,
have you ever met in person, or is this just an internet thing?
You said what?
Have you ever met in person?
Man, I was on the yard with Trig. I know him. Okay. I know him since we was kids. I was with him when he went to jail before he caught his time. He was tagging on the wall and threw the spray can in front of the sheriff car right there on 88th and Vermont. Police ran the spray can over and he went to jail. You feel me? And then I seen him in Twin Towers, 2009. We chopped it up a minute. You feel me? He came home. I came home. I mean, we was cool. You feel me? I mean. But like,
you think this is like an internet thing? Because what was his reason to say that you got put off? Was it because he said that you were on an EOP yard?
Man, his reason for saying I got put off because he know I'm a nigga and he know that he's not, and he gonna say whatever he can say to get people to pay attention to him. You feel me? Like, he trying to spam these. He calling himself being a YouTube vlogger or whatever, and then he tried the rapping. That didn't work. You know what I mean? Like. I mean, shit. He don't want to get up.
Were you on an EOP yard ever, or is that?
I was, but it was a thing.
So, for those that don't know, like, what is an EOP yard?
An EOP yard is an enhanced outpatient yard. So basically, like, that yard is designated for people who go through like mental shit, right? But you got people with bad charges, bad cases that did shit that take that weight out. You know what I mean? So, you know, like, they go over there.
It's like a way to escape the main line, basically.
Exactly. It's people go over there so they don't have to deal with the politics. You got a lot of, like, Mexicans and white boys. They can't go over there because, like, you just can't be over there because it's people who got bad charges over there. That's just how they politics operate. But even for them, you know, like, it's a whole lot of them that's over there who don't want to pay taxes. You got Mexican Southsiders who charge their people 13% of canteen, of any piece of drug they bring in and out of the yard. You got to get a yard 13% of that. You feel me? No matter what, no matter if your mom them send you $200 to wash your ass, get you some food and stuff like that, you got to give 13% of that to the homeless. Period. Why 13? Like, why not 20? Why not? Because that's the way that the Southsiders operate. They Southsiders, they push the number 13 for the M.
Heck, he lying, Wack. He lying on.
That just represents the strength in the M for them, as in Mexican Mafia or whatever it's gonna be. You feel me? How does it work with the Hoovers on the yard? Like, is it if you eat, the blue homie eats, or is there a percentage that you pay? Or man, I've been on yards where, you know, homies was going out there, like, you know, touching for shit and coming back, and they was blessing the yard. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I done been on yards where homies had it on and wasn't giving the homies nothing. You feel me? But my thing, when I went over there, I never had no bad charge. To this day, I've never had a bad charge whatsoever. Like, my homie Damian Porter, Chinaman, he did a segment on me about a week ago where he was like, he was in the cell with me when I was fighting my case. He was with me when I took my time. My charge was never bad. You know, I never was running from nothing like that. You feel me? So my whole thing was, it was going on the yard where I was noticing fear in some niggas over there that was behind the set. You feel me? And a situation occurred where I put my foot down and like, nigga, I'm finna set this off on the dead homies. Either you finna pay me my bread back or we finna get cracking. Bottom line, that nigga, all right, boom. I'm gonna tell you the story right now because I ain't never told it to nobody. So let me just give it to you like this, right? All right, we in Lancaster B Yard. This a dude named BA from Parish Neighborhood. He got a phone. I had a phone. I had blew my phone out during the big search. But I tell him, like, look, man, I need 5 days in phone time straight, but I don't want it during the hours you want to give it to me. I got select times that I needed it. He like, all right, boom. I tell him, it's $300 on this green dot. Don't take the green dot if you're not going to pull up with the time. You feel me? He swear it up and down, he going to pull up. All right, boom. Give him the money. Next day, he don't pull up. You feel me? So I'm C status now. If you're C status, that means you're literally confined to your recorder. You can't go out. Like, you gonna go out for child, and you're gonna go out for pill call if you have pill call. But we on the main line at the time, so I'm not on pill call. I go to cell 220 every month. I'm in visiting every Saturday and Sunday, so I'm stocked up. I'm good. I don't really go outside to cell to eat. You feel me? So that morning came. It was child time. They do child release. This dude, the whole building come out. I'm in cell 139. This dude is in cell 217. So now that's a direct angle of view if you're in my cell and if you was in his cell. Anybody know that been on a 270 design yard? You can see from cell to cell. You feel me? So, like, when they release child, I don't see him come out. So I'm like, all right, he a porter. A porter is somebody that comes out and clean. You pass out trays to the inmates that's on lockdown.
Hold on.
Yo, Wack, he capping on a lot of shit right now.
What's the deal, y'all?
Hold on, I lost his shit. Yeah.
Like, he's capping, bro. I was laughing.
Tiana, looking like it was all good.
I lost her page. Oh, that's some trap news shit. That ain't what I want.
I really believe in her. All I want.
We'll keep on ever. I will have big time.
Lockdown, if we on lockdown, you know what I mean? Like, you take care of the unit or whatever. So they do child release. He doesn't come out. You feel me? And then I'm like, all right, maybe he gonna come back when he gonna pop out when the celly come back in the cell. So the celly come back in the cell and he shuts the door behind him. Now I instantly blow up. I be tripping like I'm not going for nothing. You feel me? I'm a Gemini. I'm tripping on everything in sight. I don't know how to give niggas no breath like that. So I'm like, what? Like, so I strike him a kite. Like, boom. And a kite, if for the people that don't know what a kite is just a little note. You know, you just getting straight to the script, like period. We ain't beating around the bush or nothing. The paper too small for me to beat around the bush. I'm straight and direct with it. So I write him a kite. I'm like, hey, bro, what's up with the phone tone? You supposed to pull up with the phone tone, nigga. You ain't pull up. You feel me? What's the deal? Get back at me. I sent it. I wrote the kite. I sent it up there. He didn't even take the kite. He sent the kite back to me. Now I'm pressured up. I'm like, okay, now it's time for me to show these people who I am. You feel me? The politics, it's time for me to get cracking now. So, long story short, I'm tripping. I'm like, man, tell that nigga come out of cell. He come out the cell. Mind you, I'm still locked in my cell. So he come out, he try to holler at me. I tell him just like this. I say, bro, you supposed to pull up the phone time. You didn't pull up with the phone time, nigga. I hope you did not load the money off that green dot. If you did, I'm gonna attack you, bro. Straight like that. He looked at me like, man, you gonna threaten me? I said, I'm telling you what it is, bro. If you loaded that green dot, I'm gonna attack you. He pushed upstairs, hollered at his homies. His homies wrote my homies a long kite. My homies came out the cell off the dribble, face scrunched up, body demeanor just aggressive with me. So I'm sitting there like, off the back, I'm a homie. You don't push up on me like that. But, nigga, I got status out here. You feel me? Like, you don't push up on me like that, bro. Like, where the benefit of the doubt at? That's an op at the end of the day. He stole at the end of the day. He couldn't fulfill his obligation at the end of the day. So am I wrong for threatening this nigga? You feel me? So they pushed up, they face screwed up. Now that went from me pressing him to me having words with a couple of the homies. I had words with them. I'm like, all right, we're gonna do it up. Long story short, my homies ended up paying me the money that the dude stole from me. They paid me to get me to calm down, whatever. I wasn't feeling it at that point. I'm like, yeah, this buster shit. Like, that's like me being your homie and somebody stealing from you and we're in an environment like that and I'm telling you, I'm gonna pay you.
No, like, but it's the principalities. I need him to do what he promised.
Exactly.
It's not about the money.
Exactly. So I'm like, ooh, yeah, my bad. Excuse me, y'all. So I'm like, at that point, I'm like, yeah, man, I see how this is gonna go. This is finna go left. You feel me? Because I know me. I can't not be me in the environment just because this environment is what it is. I still gotta be me. You feel me? If I don't, how fake am I being around y'all? I'm gonna press niggas if it's funny. You feel me? I'm gonna speak up if it ain't right. I'm gonna put my feet on the ground straight up every time. If y'all niggas can't deal with that, be like Trig and stay in your cell on your bunk, laying on your back. You feel me? So it was like the homies paid me to leave the situation alone, and then a week later they try to snake me. But when they try to snake me, I beat the boy up. I beat the homie ass. Anybody that was there know it. I whooped him bad.
How did they try to snake you?
We coming from chow, this fool. We coming out of the chow hall, and you know I'm a person that read the room. You feel me? Body language is like telepathy for real. Is really, it saved your life. It saved my life every time. Because when people got something up their sleeve, they not gonna tell you what they got. Especially if they feel you got the upper hand, they not gonna tell you what they plan on doing to you. You feel me? So the element of surprise is to catch you while you're not looking. But I'm a person, I read the body language so well that I'm like, yeah, it's something tricky in the air. So we coming out the chow hall. I took my shades off. I had some locs on. I took them off. I folded them up. I put them in my pocket. As soon as I put them in my pocket, the homie swung. And when he swung, I like dipped on him and came back up and put him down. And then he tried to get back up and I put him right back down. You feel me? And then he like grabbed me by my knees and tried to dip me. But I ended up sliding all my weight backwards on my feet, like down though, like on my feet. So when he tried to grab me, my upper body linked down on his body. You feel me? So now we in the dirt. I'm just dogging him out. They spray us. Woo. We come back. He tell me who sent him. I go straight to the cell. Like, nigga, y'all sending niggas, bro? What's happening? They like, oh, that's not a DP. I said, it's not a DP. They said, no. I said, why it's not a DP? They like, because, bro, it's just not a DP. I said, it ain't a DP because I beat his ass. You feel me? But if he would have beat my ass,
he would have washed you up, then it would have been a DP.
Exactly. You feel me? So
yeah, I mean, he probably don't want his ass beat twice.
Exactly. That beat at all.
That was the DP.
Yeah, he didn't want his ass beat at all, but he got shot. So, long story short, it's 40 of my homies from my backyard over there that's from LA, Hoover, and there's 2 out of town Hoovers. There's one from Fresno and one from Texas. The one from Texas, he's older. He's in his 50s. The one from Fresno, he probably was in his late 20s, early 30s. He felt the homies don't always get at them like they outsiders. They got something to prove to the set. But my thing is, the politics was so dirty that, if I done anything wrong as far as threatening a nigga or anything, if I done anything wrong, why couldn't none of my homies from my section that really grew up with me and really know me, why they ain't try to do nothing? Yeah, it was like an outsider. They literally went and got an outsider and pumped the outsider up to get his ass beat.
So how do you feel about out of town Hoovers? Do you feel like it's?
I mean, I love him. I don't feel no type of way about him. I mean, shit, he had something to prove and he couldn't prove it. You feel me? So, only thing he proved is that he couldn't fight. You feel me? But I mean, I love the homies from OT. I just don't like a certain few niggas in the set right now. But I love my homies. I love my section. I love where I'm from. Type shit.
Who's someone that's a real one from that? There's a lot of fake people, but we never give credit to who the real ones are. Who's someone that's a real one?
Real one, hands down, man. Lil Hooverloo, Baby Hawk, Big Smoke, Big Batman. Shit, my little brother. And the homie Lil Black from Non-Flow out in Vegas. I'm gonna give it to them. They solid.
Good shit. So were you in prison with Gumby or?
Nah, he wouldn't survive with me. Hell no.
Where is he like doing his time? Or is he out already?
He out.
He out? Okay, so you said that he was a booty bandit.
Man, the worst kind. You feel me? Like, see, this is the thing with Gumby. Gumby is chasing a story of some gangster shit by default. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't wake up one day and be like, I'm gonna do this killer shit and it's just gonna be in me. Like, it was never that. Like,
Because he got put on in jail?
Yeah, but not only that, I mean, he was wrongfully, he went down for some serious shit that he was wrongfully accused of. So we knew that he didn't have it in him from the jump when he got all that time. Therefore, you feel me, when he ended up catching the case in prison and he ended up stabbing Devil from 5'9" Hoover, it was like, once the evidence showed that he didn't commit the crime, he wasn't supposed to be on that yard in the first place. So he was backed into a corner, you feel me? Like, and the way
But isn't that just a part of being in a gang? Because I know a lot of people that's actually happened to where someone else did something and the person just had to take it and do their time.
No, hell no, that's not part of being in no gang. And if you teaching that to your young homies, you foul. That's not no part of being in the gang, because I tell my niggas just like this, bro. Nigga, don't let none of the homies go down for nothing that you did. Nigga, be a man, bro, and go take that. You feel me? Yeah. Because we all made a decision to get into this shit. We all made a decision to be in the streets. We all made a decision to come outside and play with these guns and take these cases and bail out of jail in and out. We all made that decision, bro. So, You feel me? If by default one of the homies or one of the homegirls take a fall behind your shit, you got to do us right, bro. You got to step up and go free that person.
Yeah.
That's right. You feel me?
But then at the end of the day, he is a killer, because if he wasn't, now he is. So does he get any credit for that,
No, I can't. Me personally, I can't give a nigga no credit for smacking somebody that stabbed you in your side and told you was they bitch. Like, you did.
Really, he got stabbed, and I thought you said he caught a case for stabbing somebody.
No, Gumby caught a case before that and went to prison, and he had life. So, but then they had sent him to Calipat. He was in prison, and one of the homies had caught a knife case. Well, had a knife on him and threw the knife, and they told that they wanted Gumby to take the case. Gumby didn't want to take the case, so when Gumby didn't want to take the case, the homie ended up like busting on Gumby, stabbing him, and whispered in his ear and told Gumby he was his bitch. Do you feel me? So
Damn.
So it was like a makeshift knife that Gumby had found on the yard, working on yard crew. He buried it in the dirt one day, and then he seen. So this part was premeditated, I guess you can say that. He buried the little shiv in the dirt, and he waited till the police came and secured Devil to where Devil couldn't have no fight in him. Like cuffed him up, and he went and stabbed Devil in the neck. Now to me, that's some coward shit. Like, bro, you waited till this man was cuffed up and you did shit in front of the police. That's not only coward shit, that's PC shit. Because any in the streets, you can't say that if you do something in front of the police on the streets or in the county jail, it's PC shit, it's police shit, and excuse the shit that Gumby did.
Yeah.
That's police shit.
Right, so how much time did he get for killing the Devil from Hoover?
I'm sure he got the minimum for it though. He said he did like 5 or 7 years in the shoe. He paroled from the shoe, so I think you got the low, the mid, and the high. So I think he did the low, and I think the low for manslaughter is like 5 to 7 or something like that.
That's crazy. So if you're gonna commit murder, you're better off doing it in prison than outside. Because if you do it on the outside, child predators get less time than a murderer.
Right.
Crazy.
Right. See, but I mean, he did all that, and you know, he came home, and like that dude is in the closet, like he chasing that gangster shit. And like I was saying, you feel me? You don't gotta sit here and chase no gangster shit if it's really in you, bro. You don't gotta keep telling the same story over and over, bro. Like that gangster shit it's gonna regenerate itself every time there's some smoke going on, bro. That gangster shit gonna be outside, bro. You feel me? You can't just keep living off one story and trying to spin it like, bro, that shit is old. That shit is over with, bro. You feel me? You got out of jail off PREA. PREA is the Prison Rape Elimination Act. You feel me? All he gotta do is show the people his paperwork. His paperwork say that he was getting sexually assaulted by the homie Dan.
I thought everybody was doing that because that's like how you're gonna make some money right now because it's the lawsuit you're talking about, or?
Yeah, that's now, but we talking about when he got out. This was in 2011 when he came.
He's been saying that basically.
Yeah, he's been came home.
Did he really get?
But
his booty took?
This was like 2011. I want to say he probably caught the murder on Dev in like 2004. You feel me? Because he did 7 years in the shoe. So I'm just doing the math in my head. He probably caught the murder around the manslaughter around 2004. He did the little shoe time, and he ended up paroling from the shoe. But that's not only the tip of the iceberg. The boy out here getting, I don't even really know how much.
Yeah, you could say whatever.
But yeah, he get his ass out here. Like he was just begging one of the homegirls. I'm not even gonna say her name because I promised not to put her name out there. But he know who she is. You feel me? He would just.
Is she a Hoover or?
Yeah, she over, but he was bad.
At least it's not a blood. No.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah, she probably was seeing blood though. You feel me? The shit she was thinking in him. Cause she was like.
Well, you know how people say "ho say" is "no say." It's like, how do you know she wasn't just saying that?
Because he tricked all this is where all his money went.
I had guys trick off on me and they didn't let me take their booties. I'm saying when I said something, no one believed me. So I'm going to always question everything anyone says now because let me see the proof because I didn't lie. So
come on, man.
He waited till he got out of prison to start being gay. That's like, and is it really gay if a woman's fingering you?
Yeah, hell yeah it is. Hell yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Have you ever heard about him in prison getting ass?
Man, I heard Devil was him in his ass. That's how he got out. That's part of the Prison Rape Elimination Act. The boy is a Me Too survivor. He's a prison rape.
But were there any accusations on Devil for being gay while he was in prison?
I mean,
because it's easy to say that after someone's no longer with us.
Man, I heard that Devil was in there taking niggas' manhood. He was knocking people out and he was running in their backyard like that. Yeah.
Okay. I've heard that some people, they actually look at it like taking your manhood, like it doesn't make them gay. What was Devil like, though?
Man, I was just on the phone with one of the homies from Far Nine, man, from out the 50s. And that's actually one of his people. And we were just talking about him, man. The dude was good, from my understanding. Because, I mean, I didn't get a chance to meet him. That's the homie brother, though. You feel me? That's the homie pops. The homie brother's pops. You feel me? So, My homie Neil was solid. You feel me? His kids was solid. They some solid ass niggas. You feel me? You know, some good people, good genuine people at heart, man. But the conversation that I had with one of Devil Close people, man, he was solid. You feel me? He was solid. Yeah. He his ground. You know what I mean? And you know, shit, he did what he wanted to. You feel me? He really pushed his weight around, type shit.
So the same people saying that he was a real one, how do they feel about the gay accusation?
You said, how do they feel about the gay accusations? I mean, you gotta think about it. At a time when that shit was going on, gangbanging was at an all-time high on knocking people out and just taking it. You feel me? At least in that era was, you know. But they was, then at the same time, there's other factors that, you know, probably go into that. You people, they were smoking Sherm real heavy back in the day. They were smoking crack real heavy back in the day. You feel me? So, I mean, I guess that's at that time, you know, for the gangbanging culture, you know, the people that was running around in that era that had some size on them, that had that appearance that can intimidate you when you walk in the room. You know, I guess that was something that they used to like paralyze they enemies. You know what I mean? Just to shock them in fear, just to paralyze them type shit.
Yeah, true. So, what else? What happened between you and Compton Rick Rock?
Oh man, so man, look, that one kind of funny though, because Compton Rick Rock. Are we gonna get to it? But I'm just a person that really speak from. I speak from deep within me. You feel me? I speak if I see something that, you know, don't really sit well with me, I'm gonna say something about it. You feel me? And what don't sit well with me, and this not a shot at Compton Rick Rock. You feel me? It's just I want the world to know this. You know, and all of the people that's speaking in support of Faux Extra situation. You feel me? May God bless him on his journey to recovery and shit like that. Like, oh, you know, I hate that he going through that. You feel me? That's pain that he gonna have to get through. You feel me? But what I don't like is somebody that got a wide platform, like how he had a huge platform where he could have took off in any direction that he wanted to take off in, and he didn't know how to change his character up. You know, his character was always a bully on demon time. A nigga that, you know, in and out of the county jail, that's socking on people, you know, socking on his ops, making the non-affiliates fight each other on non-affiliate night, knocking out non-affiliates just because of where they stayed at on the map. You know,
So for people that don't know, what is non-affiliate night?
Non-affiliate night is, I really don't know.
Okay, so continue.
Because when I was in there, it wasn't no non-affiliate nights. When I was in the county jail, it was like they didn't even really get acknowledged for nothing. You feel me? But I guess non-affiliate night, shit, is a night where they gonna have a tier. They can do what they want on the tier and they stay up. I don't know. I'm not sure, but he making non-affiliates is people who don't gangbang. You know, he just making them fight. You feel me? And that ain't right, bro. That ain't they lane.
I mean, you're in prison.
Yeah, you know.
You want to fight. I thought that's what prison was.
Yeah, but this the county jail. Like, we talking about county jail. He talking about doing this shit in county jail. You feel me? So, you know, it's none of that sexual shit going on in the county jail for real. Like, if you a nigga in there and you get peanut butter stuck in your ass, or you get a carrot stuck in your ass, or you get a Capri Sun squirted in your ass, bro, that's because you let niggas do that. You feel me?
But if I'm knocked out, how am I letting him touch my ass?
I mean, you shouldn't be in there fighting if you ain't got nobody in there that's gonna hold you down.
Okay, but then if I don't have no one with me and they say it's time to fight, and if I say, wait, I need somebody with me, they're gonna say I'm a pussy and knock me out anyway.
I mean, at least you squabbled and you gave it your all, but
that's what I'm saying. Even if that is true, at least he squabbled. He didn't back up, even though he was by himself. So if that did happen, I feel like the person doing it is a weirdo, in my opinion.
Exactly, and you gotta have somebody that's there that's gonna stand on business. That's not gonna allow that. Like me. Like, let's say, you know, you got Crips, Bloods, you got SAs, Samoans, Asians, white boys, Tongues. You got everybody in in that one environment. Everybody on the tier together. You feel me? Now, day room is gonna be ran for your tier. Now they might run it in quarters or they might do full tiers. If it's 12 cells on the tier, that means they're gonna break the cells down in fours. And that's 3/4. You feel me? So they, depending on the group that you gonna do, if you downstairs and you in a 6-man cells, 4 times 6 is what, 20? Something like that. So, you know, you gonna it's like you gonna or 24 or something like that, whatever that number is. But you gonna be in that day room. And while you in there, people gonna be in there squabbling. People gonna be in there getting it in. Now, you might see some people in here squabbling that don't have nothing to do with you, but you a real nigga. And when you a real nigga, these other races is gonna respect you. They got a shot caller that's gonna respect you. The white boys got a shot caller that's gonna respect you. It's gonna be mutual ground for all of the real niggas that got a voice and that know they voice within they core. You feel me? So if I see a Carver Park, a dude from Carver Park fighting a dude from Bounty Hunters, right? And I see the Carver Park dude knock the Bounty Hunter dude out, and he start reaching for a pack of jelly or something. I'm jumping up like, hey, bro, what you doing? Like, nigga, we ain't doing that. Nigga, I'm in here. You feel me? Just based on, not that I care about what you're doing, but I'm around you, bro. You feel me? That's not finna be around me. I'm not finna be doing that. You know what I mean?
Is that something that actually does happen in prison or county? Like, do people really get shit up their ass?
I ain't never seen it.
Have you heard about it, like, while you were in prison? Or because this is the first time I'm hearing about it now.
Man, I heard about Mushy B situation.
What, when it happened or more recent?
I'm not saying it happened. I'm just saying.
I don't think it happened either because I feel like he has no other smut on his name. It's like people needed something to say about him.
Who was a certified stepper, man, certified everything with that man. You feel me? He wasn't never no buster. You feel me? If the boy had his victim.
So how do you feel about what he said about 4Extra losing his hand?
I don't feel no type of way about it. I mean, you know, I feel like even with trolling 4Extra situation, me personally, I don't like 4Extra, right?
Okay.
I don't like him.
Is it because he's from the 40s or just you don't like him as a person?
Shit. Oh, it's everything around the clock with him. I don't like him because of where he's from. But it's not that, because I got some people from over there that's cool. But it's what it is I don't like how he let that shit get to his head, and the only thing he see is 4-0. That's it. And it's like he let that take away from how he treat people that he shouldn't be treated away. You feel me? As far as like non-affiliates and handicapped people, and even if that shit did happen, like he probably did stick no carrot up there, but you know, I'm pretty sure he probably didn't put his hands on one of the homies up there who he had the advantage over. You feel me? And it's like when he's going on these platforms and he's telling his jail stories, his squabble stories and all that, and how he did this to the Hoovers and did that, how he did this to Jap 5, and you know, how he did all this shit that he said he did. You feel me? And then
what did he say that he did to Jab 5?
He said he fired on the homie and the homie flew five tables back or some crazy shit. But that's when I first spoke up. When I heard that segment, I'm like, man, what? Like, nigga, hey, look, the homie can't hear. The homie not here to speak up for himself, bro. You feel me? Like, nigga, you can get anybody to believe that story if the man ain't here to tell you otherwise. You feel me? Like, that's out, bro. But why don't you tell the people the story when you called me out for a fade and I told you, bet, bro, we gonna get out in the morning, we gonna hit. First thing in the morning, they turn the lights on. I holler at him, hey, 4Extra, like, what's happening? I'm like, look, nigga, if they call you for wayside, don't go. Nigga, I'm gonna come down there in showers. He like, bet, man. They delayed showers. They called wayside line, and his name was called. I heard the name Bingham, and his cell door popped open, and out walked this dark-skinned nigga with braids. I didn't even know what the nigga looked like. So I'm looking at the nigga like, hey, you actually like, yeah. I'm like, bro, what's happening? He like, man, I'm finna go to wayside and fight your homies over there. There's more of them over there. That's bunk shit. Nigga, anytime you set the tone for a squabble, bro, you go get that. You feel me? You don't dodge. That's like dodging a bullet. Like, what did you do? We ain't doing that, bro.
Yeah. I mean, everyone has different ways of handling it. I heard Brick Baby just didn't even try to fight. Some people like try to dance around it completely. Right. And letting their homies get up.
And that's what he did, man, because I gotta name that ring in that county jail. You feel me? I done took over modules. I done took over floors. I done ran it up. I done socked on shit. You feel me? I done stood on everything I was supposed to stand on in that county jail. You feel me? And at that time, he knew my name was a name of dominance on them floors in there, and them dorms in there, and them modules in there. You feel me? So it was like he bit off more than he can chew, because he called me out overhearing a story being told over the tier. He didn't know my name. You feel me? He just like, hey, like, man, where you, like, who was that? Where you from? I'm like, man, I'm from West Side Hoover. He like 40 Crip. I didn't even get a chance to get my name out. You feel me? So it was like, man, the fade had already been established. Like, nigga, we gonna get that, bro. We gonna see what we hit for when the doors open, bro. It's just gonna be that. Dead homies. I'm not with Tito.
Also, instead of fighting you, basically, he said he's gonna go somewhere else and fight more.
Exactly. But
did that fight ever happen, though, or?
No. But you see, this is where the trick ball come in at. Nigga, who knows where he landed when he went to Wayside? He could have landed in the dorm full of his homies.
Maybe.
You feel me? So it's like, you know, and then you can pretty much, when you go to Wayside, you damn near can predict where you going. Like, you know, depending on the police, that's over there working at PA, where they bring you through processing. Like, if you know your shit, all you gotta do is pop at one of the guards and be like, hey man, you know, I'm from Hoover, send me to where my homies at. You feel me? And if they cool, they'll direct you to where your homies at. So, I mean, not taking the fade that you initiated, bro, and you coming out when the doors cracked to go to Wayside, you saying that you gonna go to Wayside and fight my homies because there's more of us over there. Nigga, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. We ain't
Speaking of prison, have you ever seen, like, does gay shit actually happen? And if it does, is it consensual, or are people really still getting raped?
I never seen that happen, man. That would have to be more like a question that I would have to ask Gumby. You feel me? Because he would know more of that. That's more his backyard.
Okay. Because no one ever wants to talk about it, but it's like that happens in every prison. You said yourself, if Devil from Uber was taking booties, that means it's like there's, like, what is it like to admit that from your own gang? There's people that are doing that. It's like, there's people in every gang doing that, right?
I just like telling the truth on what it is with this gangbanging shit, right? You got a whole lot of powerful men that's in seats at the top of every food chain with this gangbanging shit that like butt. They like sweet shit. They like all that. You feel me? Powerful men. I know it's one, put it like this. And it's not no secret, and I'm not a person that's gonna sit here and make secrets out of the shit that men do. You feel me? Because, you know, if I make a mistake, ain't nobody gonna make a secret out of it. You feel me? They sit here and they gonna say this, they gonna say that, they gonna say this, they gonna say that. Man, the leader of the Hoovers in prison is a booty bandit himself. Like, no more. It's like, in my mind, I crashed out with this gangbanging shit already. Right, I crashed out with it. And what I mean by that is this. Anytime you amongst 40 men that's supposed to be your homies, and you see these 40 men back down to your opponents, and you willing to rise to the occasion against all these niggas, bro, you don't belong in that group. You feel me? Period. You are not your chip, the chip that you are, don't work for this motherboard. This motherboard is too weak for your chip. I'm too powerful for the motherboard that everything would have short circuited if I would have stayed around these busters. You feel me? So it's like, I ain't never felt like nobody's status or legacy was too big for me to sit there and want to follow behind and sweep they buster shit under the rug. So it's like, it took me years to get to this point, though. It's not something that happened overnight. It took me years to get to this point. And when I got to this point, I had to be real with everything that I was seeing, everything that I was witnessing, you feel me, everything that I was hearing. And I actually seen the videotape of this dude sit down in the police interrogation room and point to a folder. And this is what people not finna tell y'all. Like, the Hoovers ain't finna let y'all know this. Like, my homies ain't finna let y'all know this. And my phone gonna be ringing off the hook later on tonight. My phone finna be going crazy. You feel me? Oh, why you put that content out? Why you say this? I'm not finna sit here and glorify something that don't honor and respect me when I'm a nigga. And I'm still not gonna let nobody disrespect me with this shit. I'm gonna send a nigga that way. You feel me? But, little D. What was your final straw? Because you said you don't give a f***. What was that one thing that happened that you're is? Man, the one thing that happened for me, it was really like this Gumby nigga and this Trigger Bird nigga. Like, it was them. It was them. They really got me to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm just finna expose you niggas, bro. Like, I ain't finna sit here and try to make people think you niggas is that. Y'all not that. You feel me? Because, I mean, how much are you going to sit here and pay attention and take a nigga serious if, like I was saying, like the question you asked, have I ever seen somebody tell and get away with it? Yeah, Lil D-Dog, he told, some stuff happened. I'm not even going to put nothing on the homie, you feel me? But, well, the ex-homie. But I'm going to say that one of my homies lost his life on non-4 day. You feel me? And, my little brother was there. You feel me? It's a whole bunch of shit that went down. My little brother paid for the event that day. You feel me? Brought the whole set together. You feel me? Try to do something good. And a mother checker playing peon. You feel me? That just had envy in his heart. Did some sucker shit. And you know, unfortunately, my side, my circle lost one of my good homies. You feel me? And when that happened, somebody who was accused of that, for that body, went to jail for that body. And you know, the police being the police, they came out with footage, and in the footage, this dude pointed to a folder on the table and asked the police, is my name or anything we talked about gonna come out on anything like that? You feel me? And the police said, anything like what? And he reassured the police and pointed to the folder to the file on the table and said that. And the police said, man, look, you done told me a whole lot of stuff. So you got to be clear on what you told me. Anybody that does that, then this telling, bro. I know if I walk in any interrogation room, I'm walking out without asking that question. Because I'm old enough to know I ain't said nothing. You feel me? So if you didn't tell, why would you even ask that? Exactly. And that shit is going to be in there. Even if there is no paperwork, there's still going to be paperwork if he told. Exactly. And then, you know, he pointing to, you know, sitting there telling the police like, oh, man, I didn't do it. You know, it was the homies who did it. Somebody else did it. They were saving me. And this dude was out here trying to kill me that night. And all of this and all of that. Like, bro, you just did too much talking to the police in front of me. You feel me? And then another thing that this did is like, you know, a nigga get some insight on this nigga sweeping this telling shit under the rug. You feel me? Like, you know, trying to get the homies to sweep it up under the rug type shit. You feel me? And to try to target a group of homies that got some power and strength over there because the nigga is scared that he gonna lose his power. That's buster shit. You feel me? And anybody that's over there that's running behind that type of shit is a buster. Straight up. You feel me? And I'm not siding with no buster shit. Niggas getting down like that, that shit ain't groovy, bro. That shit ain't smooth, nigga. You feel me? They gotta be able to know that my homies is gonna be solid, bro. We ain't gonna lose nobody at this table behind each other, nigga. Anytime niggas bring the set together and homies get to die in there, bro, behind me, bro, that shit ain't smooth. Now, if a nigga gonna disrespect you as a man, bro, and really take that there beyond the gang, bro, then do your thing, bro. But you doing this in a setting where everybody is at the table, bro. Not just 9-4, 5 deuces, 5 9, 7 4s, 8 trays, 9 deuces, 9 4s, 8 tray gangsters is all type of gangsters there in our days. So you just this shit in front of everybody, bro. You feel me? Speaking of 8 trays, shout out to Young and Hefe. Yeah, shout out to Young Ant, man. That's the homie, man. So, you know, like, you doing shit like that, and you got niggas over there not politicking on you. They're not saying anything to you about talking to the police. They're not trying trying to grill you about why you pointed at this paperwork. They're not trying to tell you to get your transcripts. They're not doing none of that. These niggas running behind you. So they cool with the shit. Damn, it is 2025. Everybody cool with that shit. I'm not cool with that shit. You feel?
I think it's a lot of selective politicking though, because there's certain people that have told and no one ever talks about it, and then there's people that told, but it's like it's up for debate if that's telling or not, and they're saying no, you're a rat. It's like nowadays, what constitutes a rat is that, you know, if you I don't know, get on the stand on someone else's behalf even though they asked to. Is that telling? No, but a lot of people would say it is.
So look, for instance, like my situation when I was on the yard, right? I had two TVs. I had a TV that was on my books, and I had a floater TV. So the floater TV is a TV that you literally get off the yard. You feel me? Like, however you get it, either you buy it with a canteen, like or somebody on the yard, but it's not your books. This is somebody who done rolled it up, or somebody who done went home, or nigga, one of the snitches on the yard and got this TV from the police and just passed it around. So I had a floater TV in my cell, and I had a TV that was on my books. The TV that was on my books was a 15-inch high-tech or touch. The TV that was the floater TV was a 13-inch, but the 13-inch showed way clear. It showed way better than my TV because the little antenna coaxial nipple on the back of the TV was loose. So when you screw it on, it shows fuzzy. Long story short, this broke dude didn't have no money, but his homies would give him a little bud here and there. He had some bud. He needed a TV. His name's Scrooge from 60s. He's like, man, bro, let me buy your TV. I'm like, nah, I ain't selling you my TV. I'll rent it to you. He like, all right, what you want for? I'm like, nigga, nigga, give me a 50 ball. He like, all right, you want a 50 ball a week? I'm like, nah, nigga, I want 3 50 balls a week. But give me one right now. You feel me? Because it's bud, bro. Like, nigga, I'm gonna smoke this shit. It's a stick. At the end of the day, this shit is a blunt. Nigga, I'm gonna smoke this shit so quick, it's gonna be gone. So he like, all right, boom. He give me 2 50 balls. I get a nigga the TV. But I keep the floater TV in my cell. When these bitch ass niggas drop kites and get me sent to the hole, when I'm in the cage, because mind you, you gotta think about it. It's 42 hookers on the yard. Only one Fresno nigga was willing to move on me. Nobody else wanted to move on me, bro. I was a problem. Then nobody else, I guess they didn't feel confident enough to get with this squabble game that I got. You feel me? So I'm just like, at that time, when all of this stuff is going on, I'm like, man, I'm like, hold on one second, let me fix this. So at that time, when everything is going on, like, man, these niggas don't want to squabble with a nigga. They don't want to do nothing. You feel me? So I'm sitting in the cage, and when I'm sitting in the cage, and the sergeant's telling me that these niggas drop kites on me, I got 3 kites on me, they gotta send me to the hole, and they bring in my property. Now it's a form that got boxes on there with all of your belongings on it. You feel me? And you have to sign it before you go to the hole. Period. You should not leave the yard without signing that form. So I go ahead and I'm reviewing the form, and I'm like, man, where my TV at? That's the first thing I'm looking for. Like, I'm not worried about nothing else, bro. I get all that shit back. Where my TV at, bro? I had to wait for a whole nother quarter to hold. And a quarter is every 3 months, 4 months, or something like that. So I'm like, I gotta wait for a whole nother quarter to get my TV. Like, nigga, I'm not gonna be in this hole without no TV. I'm like, where my TV at? They like, if we confiscated that TV, it's a floater. I'm like, a floater? They like, yeah. I'm like, oh no, my TV in cell 104. Can you go get it? The agreement was, you pay me, nigga, once a week, 3 balls once a week, nigga. You feel me? And you keep the TV, nigga, until you get your TV. You feel me? So the agreement gets breached once I'm on my way to the hole. I got a ticket to the hole. Nigga, they just took the floater. So am I supposed to sit here and not say nothing and let this nigga keep my TV, or do I speak up and get my TV that I paid for?
I would speak up, but that's never got me anywhere good.
They say that's what Trig tried to say, like, oh, that nigga told on what? Told to get my. When I told the police that nigga Scrooge had my TVs so they could get it. Yes, I did. Yes, the fuck, yes. If that's telling If that's telling Trig, then fuck it. I said it. Yep. Nigga, that nigga.
Did you just say it, or did that get written down or something?
No, never. Bro, no, that shit, it was never in writing. It was, the police literally went to his cell and knocked on the door and was like, hey, you got Lewis TV? He like, yeah, they like, man, he going to the hole, man. He just said, let's come get his TV. And this nigga did some buster shit and broke the nipple all the way off. And before he gave it back. So when they brought it back to me, I couldn't even watch them. So I'm like,
did they give you a new one, or do you still have to wait the 3 months now?
No, man, man, I got ADHD. I took the TV apart, put it back together, and got working when I was back there.
Damn.
Yeah, I wasn't going for that. I'm not finna be staring at no wall back here reading these punk ass James Patterson books. That's out.
Oh, damn. I was going to say, why couldn't he take the floater? But then again, he probably didn't know you were going to go to the hole. And his mentality was probably like, that's your problem. I gave you two. It's like, this is mine for now. So.
Right. That's what I'm saying, man. So, they try to say that that's telling. And then, when you go into the hole, if you a gang member, for those of you that don't know, man, this is just to enlighten y'all. Anytime you go to the hole, and if you get 201, which is they like saying two people at you to jump on you. So if you get a 2-on-1, if you get a kite dropped on you, if you get rolled up, or if you roll it up, or somebody gets you off the yard, if you a gang member and you belong to a gang card there, the police are going to come search some of your homie cells. That's just the bottom line, bro. Because they have intel that something is going on the yard. You feel me? So, and that's just protocol. Period. That's protocol. And the cell searches be random. Like, it's 40 hoovers on the yard. They gotta sit there and figure out who cell they finna search. This nigga sitting here talking about, this nigga got some non-phone cell search. Nigga, anybody that been to prison know, nigga, anybody that get kites dropped on them, if they go to the hole or anything, bro, the police finna come hit some cells. Off the dribble. You get caught in the visiting room with a sack, they finna come hit some cells, bro. You know what I mean? Get caught with a cell phone. Nigga, they're gonna start coming to hit cells. Nigga, like, that's just what that shit is. Like, you feel me? But Trigg can try to spin whatever story that he can spin just to not make them Hoover niggas that was on that yard look like busters, which they was.
Okay. So, what would be your advice to some non-affiliates? How do you survive in prison? Since being a gang member, there's so many rules. What about the non-affiliates?
Damn, nigga just stopped talking. I guess that was it.
He probably got a call because this shit froze. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I should have said that in the beginning, but I never do. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. We did an hour. So yeah, I think he's frozen. So once again, guys.
I don't know, man. It sounded like he was telling his story.
Good morning, nigga.
I guess there it go, man.
So
Yeah, he
he didn't
he
want
was
none of that
tripping.
shit to get out.
He was tripping. And keep it G. He was tripping. That nigga, boy.
Way.
That nigga, boy. I bet they like nigga come to the park.
Real fast.
Nigga.
Damn, you know this shit about to.
The female get to run off at the mouth. Shit, but why tell her to take it down though? Shit, you said it. Stand on it.
Pressure, nigga.
It's about to be some shit for that.
He said, "Was
Yeah, but
hey, bro? He said, was I not supposed to tell him to get my TV? What's wrong with this nigga, man?
I mean, first of all, why would you put your real TV out on the street?
Come on, man.
Supposed to put the floater out there like that? That don't even make sense. We just turned your real TV into a floater because if they had hit the other nigga's sale, they'd have took it because it wasn't registered to him. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know. It's 11 o'clock, man. Let's move. Try. I don't get. Damn homies ain't did a thing wrong.
Not at all.
That's wild.
I go and tap that link, man. We headed over to Dangerous Mind, man.
Yeah, love. This shit finna go crazy. This shit finna go crazy.